Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee, and welcome to another paper crafting tutorial. Thank you for dropping by today. I hope this finds you well. This is the project I have to share with you. It's this little tea bag pouch holder, and you can see it holds two little tea bags on either side. And I've put a little sentiment here that says happy birthday. And I think this would make a lovely, cute little addition to a birthday hamper or a little desk gift, something like that. It would just look lovely. I think especially the hamper with other tea bags, it would just look lovely as part of your birthday gift packaging. Okay, so the designer series paper I'm using today is the Full of Life paper, and it is a 6 by 6 inches piece of paper. Now I'm going to score it in half from point to point. So I'm going from one point right diagonally through to the other point, and I'm just giving that a score using my trimmer, and then I'm going to fold that in half, and I'm just going to get my bone folder out, move my trimmer to the side, and just give this a little burnish, and I'm just making sure everything stays nice and lined up and straight and equal. Okay, I'm just going to give it from both sides. Now we're going to bring this back to the trimmer, and I'm going to keep it folded, and now I can unfold it once I've got it into the correct position, which is along this diagonal like this. So you want it to be the diagonal going from the bottom left to the top right, and then you are going to measure 2 inches, and I'm just making a little score at the top and the bottom of my paper at the 2-inch mark. Now you can see here what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold down at that mark just like that, and you just want to make sure you keep everything as squared off and straight as possible, and I'm just using my ruler to help me do that. And just take your time. There we go, and give it a little press down with my fingers, and I'm going to reinforce that now with my bone folder, as you can see. So that's what we've got so far. Okay, so now we're going to turn it round the opposite way, and we're going to look again for that 2-inch mark, and we're going to make a mark again here at the top and one at the bottom, and then again we're going to fold, and I'm just using my ruler again, lining it up with my 2 marks, and then I'm just going to fold in my designer series paper just like that. Okay, so now we can remove our trimmer. We've done everything. We don't do any cutting for this tea bag. We're just going to do folding. So now we're going to fold again on that diagonal line, and you can see here I've got my 2 straight. The diagonal line is horizontal here, will be our diagonal line, and then you've got my other 2 lines are vertical, and you can see here I folded the 2 sides in, or you can fold them out depending on which side you want to be on the outside of your bag. I've decided I want it to be like this, and then you're going to fold along that diagonal line to create your pouch, just like that, and give everything a really good burnish with your bone folder. Okay, so now I'm just checking that my points are lined up as best as possible, and I'm going to go and get my hole punch and some ribbon and twine and all my sticky stuff that you can see here. I'm trying to find what I need. Here is my crocodile, and I'm just going to use this to punch a hole in the top of my tea bag holder, or my tea bag pouch, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm just going to use some of this white diagonal trim ribbon from Stampin' Up to make a little tag at the top, or make the little top. I'm just going to use my snips here. There we go. And now I'm just going to feed this through my hole here. So from front to back through both holes. And then I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to make sure that both ends are equal. And then I want to hold these in place so they won't fall apart. And to do that, I'm just going to use my reverse tweezers here just to clamp that in place nicely. Now I'm just going to use some twine, and this is the twine from the 3-color Baker's twine from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to use the coral color here. So I'm just going to snip off a little piece, and then I'm using my tweezers to keep everything in place so that I don't have to hold the ribbon as well, otherwise I wouldn't have enough hands. So I'm just going to try and do a simple bow. First I'm just knotting it, and then I will attempt a bow. As you know, I'm not the best at doing a bow, so at times it doesn't look the best, but I will attempt my version of a bow, and I'm sure it's going to look as cute as can be. Not too bad. Just trying to even out the ends a bit, and that will do nicely. Get rid of my tweezers. I think I've got glue on them, so they won't need to stick even more. Okay, so now we can put our little tea bags in. So we've got one for the front here, and then we've got one for the back, just like that. Isn't that cute? And now we're going to just do a little bit of stamping. So let's just clear the decks, give ourselves a little bit of space. And the stamps that we're going to be using here is this one called Friends for Life. I'm going to be using the sentiment here that says best wishes. So I'm going to be using Blueberry Bushel and Balmy Blue inks. So I've just got a scrap here piece of basic white cardstock that we're going to do our stamping on. And I'm just trying to decide what colours I want to use. And I did do Blueberry Bushel and Balmy Blue for my previous one, but I think I'm going to change my mind here. And you can see here I'm just going through my ink colours, deciding what I want to do. And I think I've gone for Crushed Curry and Daffodil Delight. So let's see. I'm going to stamp our best first, and just in the corner here I'm going to just stamp down, hold. There we go, there's the best. I'm going to try it again. Obviously I wasn't happy. Doesn't look too bad from this angle, but sometimes things look different on camera than they do in real life. Give that a little clean up, and then using my simple chamois and put that back in its home here. And then I'm just going to stamp the wishes now in the darker color, and I'm just using my grid paper here to line everything up. There we are. So close up the ink pad. I was about to stamp it in the same color, and that wouldn't have done at all. So now I'm going to stamp in the deeper color, which here is Pumpkin Pie, and just going to ink that up here. And we're just going to stamp that over the top. I've decided I need to give it a little clean again. Obviously, it was something on the stamp I wasn't happy with. Let's see. And I've gone for Poppy Parade again. There we go. Couldn't make up my mind at all. But in the end, we have, and we've got Poppy Parade, and we've got Crushed Curry Pumpkin Pie, and we stamped one on top of the other. There we go. Give that a clean up. Close up our ring pads. And we'll see what we're going to do now. We're going to stamp our next sentiment, which just says happy birthday, because I decided I want a sentiment for both sides of my tea bag pouch. So this is the one that's just simpler. It says happy birthday. So give that a quick clean. And we're just going to cut all of that out using my trimmer. And by the magic of video editing, I've done that already. So now we're just going to stick this with some dimensionals to the front of our pouch. And I'm just going to stick my dimensional down first on my pouch, so I get it exactly where I want it and I don't end up putting it on my tea bag by mistake. I can add more dimensionals later if I so wish, but this way I know I've got one where it's meant to be. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And then just put that there. And I love this full of life designer series paper. It's so bright and happy. So if you've enjoyed this video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the project, the supply list or measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and you'll find the link to that in the description box below. So here are 2 projects. Aren't they cute? Let me know which colorway you prefer. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.